Taurus, hey, welcome to the greenhouse. Today we're going to do something a little differently, and we're going to take a look at your energy, the person on your mind's energy, and the mutual energy between the two of you. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. But go ahead and think about the person on your mind, and let's see what comes up for you, Taurus. All right, let's take a look at Taurus's energy towards this person. Hey, look, there you are at the bottom of the deck. Nice. All right, what is Taurus's energy towards this person? We have the Two of Cups. Beautiful. We have Judgment, and you know what? I do feel like I should take this flipper. And the Hermit. Okay. Two of Cups, Judgment, and the Hermit. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Okay, so you're really feeling this person, Taurus, and you're trying to, like, calm yourself. I think you're trying to remind yourself, like, wait a minute, like, let's make sure we're pulling back to ourselves and making sure, like, okay, we spend time with this person, we spend time with spirit, and we spend time with ourselves to make sure we really know how we feel. The Two of Cups, though, like, obviously, you know, that's a card of just mutual respect and affection. It can be a really good friendship, or it can be love. I don't necessarily feel like Seven of Pentacles, investment. So this could be a business relationship. Page of Pentacles, yeah, this could be a business relationship and not so much romantic, but you still feel that, like, we are made to work together. We're made to work on this project. Like, the universe brought us together, and maybe it was something that, like, you've been talking about for years, and you wanted to get it off the ground. And, you know, whether it's you've been talking about wanting the perfect relationship or some kind of, like, actual project, something you've wanted to do, but you've needed, like, a partner to be able to do it. And this is being like, oh my God, I think this is the person I've been looking for, but let me make sure that I am tempered and really understanding the goal as well as the other person, right? We have Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, I feel like you're a little bit worried that this person's a little too charismatic, so, and you don't want to be, like, foolish and, like, fall for some kind of scheme or something like that. But I don't really get too good to be true vibes. Let's double check on that, though. Justice, no, it's fair and it's balanced. And again, it's just, like, emphasis on trust your intuition, because if you feel balanced about it, then you know it's something worth investing in. Six of Pentacles, and I do think you really want to give to this. Two of Wands, but you're still making a decision. You haven't decided yet. And cool, like, keep getting information. Let's see how this person shows up. Let's see how the mutual energy shows up, and then go from there. I do want to shuffle a couple of times now that we have some stuff on the board. Let's take a look at Taurus's person. The person on Taurus's mind. Three of Swords. Very different vibe. Interesting. Knight of Cups. The Moon. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, I see why you're a little conflicted here. Page of Pentacles on the bottom. You both want to, like, plant this seed and work on something. I don't know if it's, like, two people coming together. One person's like, yeah, this feels good. And the other person is like, this is for, I don't know why I'm getting, like, revenge. I don't think it's revenge on you, but there might be some, like, they're wanting an ex to feel some type of way. So just be careful, or like an ex-business partner if it isn't romantic. So just be careful that you're not, like, used as a, look, I can replace you, I don't know. They're like, your intuition is right to get more information about this person, because it kind of seems like they're a little all over the place. If I take this in a way that it's like, I'm looking at the best in this person. It's like there's someone that's, you know, maybe recently been hurt or has been hurt a lot and kind of just like carries a little bit of that victim mentality, but they are trying to like have more love in their life. I don't know if it's to feed this victim mentality or if it's to transcend it. I don't think they necessarily know either with the moon. But they know that they want this happiness, right? So I think it's interesting that like the Knight of Cups to the Ten of Cups, they want to bring happiness and like bask in happiness, but there's some kind of heartbreak that F's with that, and delusions or maybe like mental health stuff with the moon. Yeah, so definitely get more information before you fully invest in this person, Taurus. Let's get the mutual energy between the two of you. Like, don't be someone's rebound. That's kind of giving rebound vibes, where it's like this person is hopeful that you're the person for them. But they're not sure because they just feel all kinds of stressed and like not themselves. So they would be making a decision to connect with you out of like not feeling fully in their, like without their head being screwed on tight, okay? Let's get the mutual energy between Taurus and this person. Because also, just quick sidebar, actually, the only major arcanas you have on the board are Judgment, the Hermit, Justice, and the Moon. Those are pretty heavy majors. So I appreciate that you're feeling like this could be good, but I want you to like be 100% positive that this is balanced and it does feel aligned and it is good, and you're aware of whatever this is for this person before you guys decide to plant that seed together with the Page of Pentacles, okay? And also with the Page of Pentacles being on the bottom of their deck, but the Two of Wands being on the bottom of yours, I feel like this is your decision, Taurus. So don't, just if this person expresses like being all in or like this is perfect and hell yeah, let's do it, I think they want that to be true, but make sure you ask all the questions and shit. Let's look at the mutual energy between Taurus and this person. Adjustments. This is, it's like, it's justice, even though it's the Strength number. And then here we have the Prince of Discs. So it's like, why am I saying it's like so much? That's what I think is the issue. This person can't really get out what they're saying, whether it's you or this person, and they keep dancing closely around things so you get an idea, but they're not being like a straight shooter with you. So I feel like with adjustments, there needs to be like a change in communication. There needs to be more fairness. There needs to be more balance. And there needs to be, something needs to progress in some kind of way with you both having the Page of Pentacles pop out and then this being the Prince. That would be the Knight. So let's get one more for the mutual energy between Taurus and the person on their mind. All right, well, that's a lot more than one more. We have the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Wands. It's just saying the same thing over again. There could be good potential for forward movement with this. This is something that could like go the distance, and you both know that, or like one of you knows that. But again, the Nine of Wands, in this deck, it's strength, but it's strength against all those like negative forces and being like, no, I don't think this is a good idea. So someone I feel like is having to fight not self-sabotaging. I just don't feel like this is a balanced and stable thing to invest in at this time. But I do think it's worth your time to maybe get a little more information, because I don't want to completely count this person out, but I will say with my full chest that they are not ready for any kind of commitment, whether it be business, relationship, work. Like, I wouldn't hire this person if that's on your mind. unless you know full well you're giving them a chance while they're at like a bottom in their life, and they're transparent with you about it, you know? All right, so now we're gonna go through the zodiac. We'll do Aries through Pisces and see what each sign is thinking about you so you can get a little bit more clarity. All right, I'm just gonna put these here to make life a little bit easier. If you're a Taurus dealing with an Aries, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of investment, but it begs the question, is the juice worth the squeeze? And then we have the Knave of Chalices, which is the Knight. The Page of Cups. So I feel like they're going to start small. It's going to be like a little offering to see how you bite. But there's some kind of minimization happening. You'll think they're trying to feel you out, but they're really like trying to see if they want to invest, or vice versa. Taurus, if you're dealing with another Taurus. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, or no, Two of Cups. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, the Magician. Yeah, go for it. If it's another Taurus, go for it. I feel like still ask all of your questions, but it'll be worth it. And you guys can kind of figure it out together with the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. They might be going through a hard time, and you might just be like, I need to just understand what that hard time is to know if I want to support them through it. But I think once you guys have that conversation, you'll realize that you want to support them through it. Taurus, if you are dealing with a Gemini. Taurus dealing with a Gemini. We have the Queen of Cups and the Magician. And then the Five of Wands. I could see what you might think they're being a little emotionally manipulative. Make sure they're not, because this feels like a little bit love bomby to me, Queen of Cups, Magician. And then underneath, I feel like there is competition, and the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like get clear on whether you guys are exclusive, looking for exclusivity, if you're the only person they're talking to, like that, etc. Cancer. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Cancer. Five of Swords, Knave of Pentacles, Hanged Man. I don't like it. It's not a good offer. It's not a stable offer. There's something you're not seeing about it. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes in some way. I wouldn't invest in a Cancer at this time. Yeah, absolutely not. Ten of Swords, absolutely not with a Cancer. Leo. Taurus dealing with a Leo. Also absolutely not. King of Wands, I think this person's arrogant. Two of Wands, they got choices. King of Swords, they're kind of cold when it comes to making choices. And they're a breadcrumber. Yeah, nope. They're just gonna kind of toy with you a little bit. It might be a really hot connection. Don't think it's any more than that for them. Virgo. Taurus dealing with a Virgo. Taurus dealing with a Virgo. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, King of Swords. Virgo's doing a lot of thinking. I like where their head's at. Let's put it that way. I like where their head's at. Where they decide to invest will bear fruit. Just be expecting somebody that acts from their head and not their heart, and make sure you're not offended by that way of being, and you'll be good. And maybe discuss that. Like if you're a little bit softer, I think maybe you get that as a fellow earth sign, as a Taurus, you might be like, no, that's cool. We can kind of keep it intellectual for a while we work on these things. Libra, Taurus, if you're dealing with a Libra, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they're just closed off because they're healing. This is like in a healthy way. If it's a Libra, they just need to like get right with themselves. And the Tower, something really crazy happened in their life. And I feel like I have to shuffle the deck because I felt just like big trauma kind of enter the deck. So they're not fucking with you. They're just really working through a lot. And they, you know, not literally, but figuratively need to be dating a therapist at this time. And I think they know that. That might be why they haven't told you everything, because if they're like, hey, mental health issue or huge trauma situation, they're not sure how you're going to take it. And they're really enjoying spending time with you and think that you could be a long lasting person, but they understand that what they might share with you might make you be like, you know, I don't think I can handle all that, something like that. So whether or not you want to invest in someone based on what they share with you, I need you to be delicate with Libra, because they'll be really vulnerable and really scared to share this about themselves with you. So even if you decide that it's not a connection you want to invest in, please handle them delicately and let them down easy, because this was something that was very brave of them and very hard for them. And you need to be a good experience for them, even if it's not what you want and what you're aligned with. Don't be like, well, that's fucked up. Yeah, no way. Like you need to work on that. Like, don't do that to them, please. They are part of them working on that is communicating what it is that they're working on. Don't yeah, whatever, I've said enough. Just be delicate with them. Scorpio, Taurus dealing with a Scorpio. Taurus dealing with a Scorpio. Death, there's Scorpio. And the King of Cups, also Scorpio. So this person is very much transforming how they are in their life, but they are authenticating. They might have a lot of things they're working on, juggling, kind of like, yeah, changing their luck. This person is very much focused on themselves, coming up their 2 cards, but I think it's in a good way, like in a level up. Like maybe they focused on other people too much in their life, and now they're able to pour into themselves. So this might just be a bad timing thing for Scorpio, and they might really like you, but they're just like, you know how we said in the beginning of the read, like, I just might need some more time to work on myself. Sagittarius. All right, we'll take who flipped. The Sun. Sagittarius feels really happy and lit up with you, but they're kind of like hiding it to have flipped in the deck and not fully flown, or they don't want it to be fully known. 3 of Pentacles, maybe because you guys work together, but Sagittarius, like they see you as their happiness. Capricorn, Taurus, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Wheel of Fortune and Death. I feel like there's some karma being worked out here. There's some transformation happening. King of Swords. 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's a transformation happening, but it's creating further distance. I don't see it as reconcilable. Someone's firm on their boundaries post some kind of tower situation. I'd move on. They're moved on. I'd move on as well. Again, wanting to shuffle some of that out of there. Okay. Taurus, if you're dealing with an Aquarius. There's hesitation. Queen of Chalices, so Queen of Cups, see how it was like that and then was kind of spinning up? This person's working on like pulling themselves out of an emotional slump or a depression. 8 of Pentacles, they are working really hard at that. Yeah, this could very much be mental stuff. What happened here? How did you guys get upside down? Yeah, this is someone doing mental work, and again, think they're lovely, but I think they're getting their head on right. So let them do that before we invest in anything. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Pisces. Wow, that flew. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Ace of Wands, I think I accidentally shuffled the deck like with half of it upside down because I'm not taking the Ace of Wands as reverse, but it did appear that way. I kind of feel like you guys might be each other's good luck charm. The Star. Yeah, I would go for it with a Pisces. All right, Taurus, this has been your yours and theirs reading. If you got something out of it, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to let me know what was accurate, etc. in the comments. And this is the first time I've done a spread like this, so feel free to give me feedback. I believe, right, I started with your energy, their energy, and then did the mutual energy. So let me know maybe next time you want me to start with the mutual energy and work backwards, or use different decks. I am going to be getting a lot more decks here soon because the traditional Rider-Waite, which I absolutely love to use, has nudity in it, and YouTube is cracking down on art. So gotta find some modest decks. That's why we chose these today, and hopefully don't get blocked by the YouTube gods. All right, Taurus, thank you for being here, and I hope I see you next time. Take care.